Good day, YouTube! How are you doing today? I am the Trishetican, and welcome to episode 12 of our DNS Techpack Let's Play Beta 1.10.2 series Ness of Nissness. So, how are you all doing today? Good, good, good. I just killed a zombie and I've got a pair of boots there. So, I've been busy in between episodes. As you can see, I made some of the insulated redstone conduit, and I've got them just sitting on top, as you can see. I wish I could fly. And you can see that there. Just runs along all the way to the end. And then I added a second tier, which is exactly the same. Pile of pistons with a pile of those redstone conduits on top. Nice and simple. And we're getting a few sugarcane. Not a lot, but that's because this isn't running on a server or anything like that. This is just purely on my own machine. So it's not exactly running when I'm not playing. Also, I had to change up my whole setup here a wee bit. I've used this quite clear glass because it's nice and fancy. As you can see, there's nothing in there obviously because it's all inside. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've done between episodes. We've still not done this, have we? What was that thing? That was the golden block, wasn't it, that we needed to do? Also, the mod pack's updated. I'm getting distracted here. The mod pack is updated again, as it does every so often. Because it's in beta stages, it's still lots of different things happen. So we've actually got a new mod, and funnily enough, I get given this digital guide. What was this digital guide from? Environmental Tech. You actually get given this just at the start. I thought you had to craft it, but you don't. And this is a sort of a tech mod that you can make solar arrays, sort of a generating RF, obviously, and some miners and these nanobot beacons. And the nanobot beacons are the thing I'm probably most interested in. So I'll probably use that, but as you can see, they actually require energy. It doesn't say how much energy per tick. Actually, it just says it's got an energy buffer. It doesn't actually say how much it uses. And as you can see, there's actually different tiered systems, and tells you all the bits and bobs about it, how much space it uses, X, Y, Z, what or nothing, So yeah, I'll definitely get into some of that. There's even some world gen added in by it, and things you can make. So it's a pretty cool mod. We will get into that at some point, not right now. Because at the end of the day, we've been trying to think of a way to generate more RF. That's actually what we're doing. I've went all this set up so we can automate making cakes. And realistically, at the end of the day, it might be useful eventually. But right now, it's not really what I want to do. What I wanted to do is, I have changed my mind about this. I was trying to think about ways to do it with planting and whatnot, but realistically, at the end of the day, it's not quick, it's very slow running, and it would be great for like a backup system that if I need eventually. So I think what I'm going to do is use the Ender.io farming station. Farming. This thing right here. So it requires a lot of crafting and even another machine. So let's start off by making this. Of course, I need a basic capacitor. Let's make actually a few of them. So I might need more. Machine chassis. Don't think I've got any electrical steel, so I need coal dust, iron, and silicon. So what I've been doing just now, actually, is I've made these item buffers. If I go in here and show them. I'm pretty sure I didn't do these on camera, but item buffer. It's some of that electrical steel with a chest in the middle, and it gives you these things here. And you can actually paint them, but I haven't done that yet. I might do it. I might do it at some point. And I've just got them with all the ores. Well, not all of them, but most of them. And that's feeding into this thing here. And then this one is the output, so it's going into the system there, underneath this bit of wool. As you can see, they're all sitting there with input outputs on them. So that's what I did a wee bit there as well in between episodes. I'll probably paint them and see if it would chisel. I don't think the chiseled stone, it likes chiseled stone for some reason, but I'll just leave them like that for all the fair. So it's been running away quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is tell it to stop pulling to none. Hope that didn't push anything in. It didn't. Leave that as is. But I need to make some coal powder. In fact, I've still got some coal powder. And I needed... Let's go back to the farming station. I'm pretty sure it was the iron and silicon. It is. So iron, up to 500 odd iron. That's a nice place to be. And silicon. I have no silicon left. Oh wait, no, it might be in my machine here. No, I don't have any silicon left. What was the best way to get silicon again? There was the refined, just smelting nether quartz. Screw it. I'll just smelt some nether quartz up. Put that in there. That way. So that's going to smelt up and make me some silicon, which will obviously go in here and then get pumped out. Hey, you weren't supposed to take in any more. You're pushing as well. Fine. Take you out for a sec. Cool, let's actually take all of you out for now. I'll just leave them in my inventory to finish. I've actually put in a double layer capacitor. It seems that I'm generating enough power to actually run a double layer. It's now using 60 RF there and only 20 there, so it's going faster than it was before. For all the hell, put the tin away and the gold away. Do that later. Let's put these things away. Put it away. Put it away. And now it's raining. I found out you guys can't actually hear a lot of my game sounds. I think I've got some settings mixed up on my machine here. Try rebalancing it a wee bit. I don't know if I can do that on the fly or have to stop and start, but we'll see. And a lot of some nickel there. So we made some silicon. So now if I put this into alloys mode, make me up 16 of those. I know I don't need that many, but it's useful stuff to have, so, you know, why not? Let's get ourselves a diamond hoe. And pulsing ingot. We don't have any of that. Do we actually have any ender? One ender pearl. Right. You guys aren't ready. Don't. Flawless calculator. We're going to get into that calculator mod for sure because it is rather good. There's only that way to make them, so yeah, we should get enough out of it. We should. So it's just iron and the ender pearl. So actually, why don't we just? How many is that? How many did we put in there? 16. So actually, let's take those out. Put that in there. And put them back in. So that should get me my pulsating. Obviously, I don't think I've used them. Have I? I don't think I've used any item conduits. Item conduits also use the pulsating ingots. So, pulsating iron gives me 9 nuggets. Right, so I haven't got enough ender pearls to do this, which means I could find a way to maybe grow these things faster, and there's a good way maybe with the blood magic sigils. The blood magic sigils, there is one of them, which I forget what's called. Sigil of the Green Grove. Yeah, I need a reinforced slate, which is a tier 2, which is fine, we can do that. We should have a slate here. Let's grab a slate and turn it into a reinforced slate. And I see zombies. To arms. Cool. And have you finished yet? Nope. Oh, there you go. Reinforced slate. Awesome. Then I think I needed that arcane ashes. And I also need growth reagent, which in the Hellfire is sugar, cane, sugar, and 2 saplings. That should be no problem at all. Let's close that out of the way. Get some food. So we want a piece of sugar cane, a piece of sugar, and 2 saplings, which again, not that hard. But now we need to go back outside. There's a lot of mobs around me, but I need this. And, oh, I think I'll need to put... Actually, yeah, what tier does this have to be? This needs to be minimum 128 will. Right, so I need more will. So why don't I, since it's night time, go start killing some mobs so I can get some more will. And be right back. Ah, it's a baby zombie, the bane of my life. Whew, gone. So yeah, I'm going to go around, kill some more of these mobs, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, I think I've got enough now in my Techpack chain. Yes, I do. Awesome. I'll drain 20 out of there, so I've still got some left. So my growth reagent, my arcane ashes, and my reinforced slate. So, I've got some more zombies. Sorry, these guys are just like... I've barely had to move much, to be honest. I just sort of wait here at night time. And the zombies just seem to track here from miles away. Like these guys way over there. They're just tracking me. Right in front of me. There's some to that side as well that are tracking me. So it's actually a little bit handy. This is on hard mode, just to let you know. Oh, bit of lag. Glad it's only zombies, because I could not be doing with any other creatures in the night, like creepers. Anyway, that'll do for killing. That has probably taught me back up again. 126, not quite, but still. So, Arcane Ash. That totally did not just use that up. Anyway, Arcane Ash. Was it the regrowth agent first? Yeah. So, growth agent and reinforced. Okay, what the hell happened there? That. Okay, worked that time. Something weird happened. And we have got ourselves the... Boop. Awesome. The growth sigil of growth. But, of course, we've got 1000 LP in our network. So if I were to turn this on, you shall see it will slowly drain out of our blood network. So I've got to make sure not... let's take this out. These things are growing up a wee bit. But I've got to make sure not let my LP go down to nothing. Which it might do on the next one. So... Okay, I'm going to turn it off at that. Unfortunately, they didn't grow. So, to get more blood, I have to get my thing, my Wow, these zombies are really getting pissed off at me. Bring it, zombies. That's a baby. Come on, I'm swinging my fucking sword. Kill them. Come on. I hate baby zombies. Like, stress me out. Normal zombies are like, yeah, you just have to hit them. Wow, he hit hard. He hit harder than I was expecting. Another on-screen death. Yay, just what I wanted to have happen. On-screen deaths. It's getting daytime anyway now, so happy days. It's on my path as well. I won't turn back to path. Drat. So, as I said, if we grab our skeleton down, orb of the apprentice. So we can either right click on this, as I said before, and it'll do that, or we can even chuck it in here and it'll absorb the blood from there. So if I look at my blood network, it's filling up by itself. How cool is that? But obviously it's taking out of here, but it's cool. Right. Also, I filled in these things here just now because I was getting annoyed because I was falling into them quite often. So that'll slowly but surely fill up that network until this drains out completely. Can't do skeletons just walking around like they own the place. Mouse. Roadhouse. So let's see if our sigil of Green Grove, growthiness. I wonder, there's also another function of right click. I don't think it works on them. I'm pretty damn sure that the sigil of Green Grove does work on these things, but the ticks are so rare. Come on. Let's turn this off for a second. Let's go over to our. Seriously, you're gonna place it down? Wow. So I'm gonna crop some of these just for kind of like a reference speed of how this thing grows. So I mean, that grows things pretty quickly. Okay, it does do that sort of breaking animation. It used to just sort of like all of a suddenly grow, but it's actually got like a break animation almost on it, you'd say. Yeah, totally like a breaky kind of animation. And it just applies a random tick, so like if I was just to right click this, oh wow, it just instantly grows it. Wow, okay. That's new. That's a slightly different way. Thank you very much for that. So I guess it maybe doesn't. Ah! I is using it when I'm doing that. It's annoying if it's not actually doing anything. Let's back in there. Be back on. Grab you. So yeah, I kind of do need ender pearls. I did get one ender pearl, but I killed an enderman for that, but not for these guys. Right, we'll have to maybe wait for all that kind of shenanigans, I suppose. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, but I'm back now. I've had a wee think, and since I can't get these ender pearls to grow from my fancy sigil of the Green Grove, and I've got to get ender pearls for the rest of the tree farm, why don't we actually have a look into the environmental tech? Since it is, you know, the new mod on, and, you know, good stuff always happens with new mods. And have an actual sort of sneaky peek at what we can do with it. So, we've got different kinds of power generation over here. So, we've got a lightning rod, which I do believe could generate a decent amount of RF, even for this the basic one. So, it's 500,000 per strike. That's quite a lot. And you only need a puckle blocks, you don't need many. If you go tier 2, you get 2 million RF per block, which is a lot as well. A solar generation, peak energy, you're talking just over 1,000 for the basic, 6,000 for the tier 2, 25,000 for the tier 1 and 82,000, but you're using a lot of blocks for that. So that's the two of those. I do want to use this, make these nanobot ones as well, but we'll get to that later. The lightning rods is, okay, that's a good idea I suppose, but it only generates when there's a lightning strike. So does it generate lightning strikes or what? So I think we should have a look in maybe making one of these lightning rod things. Environmental tech. So what do we need? We need 4 structure block tier 1 or above, 3 lightning rods and 4 insulated lightning rod. Okay, that's not too hard I would imagine. So let's go into not environmental, environmental. So the other thing we need as well is the assembler. So let's go back inside. Close the door. Always close the door behind you. Don't live in a barn. And it is 2 obsidian and 1 of these structure blocks, which can come from anything: alabaster, basalt, or hardened stone. All of which, oh, sweet, can be crafted. Ha! Thank God. Let's just make a couple of them. So, I think it's the hardened stone, which should be able to make a tier 2 version of that. Okay, cool. And do I have extra obsidian? I don't have extra obsidian. Of course I don't. Why would I have more obsidian? So, I've got water in here. I always have water in my bucket. Put it away. Go. Actually, I needed water in my bucket. What am I talking about? Duh. I just need 1 piece. 1 piece! So that'll give me a piece of obsidian. Turn you back on, so you can pour out your obsidian into block form. Thank you. I know I could have just tapped that, but you know. Laziness! So that, and what the hell was it called? Hardened. Oops. Hardened stone tier 2 for the assembler. Sweet. Ready to assemble. It's actually got achievements, so let's have a wee sneaky peek in the achievements. We need better achievements on here. There's engineering, computers, environmental tech. It actually gives us a wee bit of a jog list here. Craft and modifier core, which we'll need to do, I suppose. Yeah, so it gives us a wee thing here. So let's we're going to do a tier 2. But let's just do a tier 1 maybe for now then, because you know, might as well try it off at the base. So what did we need again? We needed 4 structure tier 1, 4 structure blocks. Ah yeah, the structure blocks, that's right. The just the basic things that we just made. So hardened stone structure. So we need 4 of these. Aha, out of hardened stone. Let's grab ourselves some cobble. Let's get the cobble melted up. If it was in furnace mode, it would work better. So yeah, we're jumping about mod to mod again, as usual. I like doing this. I say like, I need to do this. I have no choice. So we'll get some more of this hardened stone made up. It is a world gen as well, so if I went mining into a sort of a newer dimension, I'd be good to go. But of course, a lot of my world gen stuff, I'd have to go quite far away, basically, is what I'm saying, in a different direction from my mining cave. So I mean, we are going to do a wee bit of exploration once I get some armour and that on. But of course, my armour right now is just basically nothing. So we've got 4 of those. We also needed lightning rod, 3 lightning rods. Cool. So let's just search for it. Lightning. We need 3 lightning rods, which are these ones? Cool. That's blocks of iron. Oh, but you only need to do 1 set, so that's. Whew, I was like, that's ridiculous expensive. But you just need 1 set. Cool. 3 lightning rods. Awesome. Then we need 3. Oh no, I think we needed 4 insulated ones, didn't we? That's a stupid pricing system. 4 insulated lightning rods. Typical. So clear glass, which is enriched sand, which is sand and nether quartz. Wow. That's expensive. So we'll let that finish off and smelt the enriched sand. Cool, that's going. And then we needed another set of iron blocks. Should get us. Still need more. Oh wait, I needed 4 of those though. I needed 2 sets of that stuff. Oh wow, expensive. Very, very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. A few more bits of glass to go. Go. So we've got them. We've got our 4 hardened structure stones. We've got 6 insulated ones and 3 of those. But we also need the controller for a tier 1. That one. So I need another block of gold. I need definitely not nether stars. Nope, that one. This one. So we need another few of these glass. Seems awfully expensive for just some clear glass though. Like you only get 1 for 1 and you're using a... It's just me being grumpy I suppose. Not that. This. Ah! It's using one of my lightning rods for it. Wow. Game. Seriously. Okay, we've got it now. So I'm going to put this maybe... Do I want it on the roof? No, I don't think I want it on the roof. Let's put it to the side a bit. So like most of my power stuff's here. That's the connector. I can't put 2 things to connector, but if I put it over there. So let me actually sleep through the night and then I'll be right back to set it up. And I'm back. So what I'm thinking is in this general area, because this is where that power gen is, so why don't I put this stuff over here as well? So now I believe it all spawns above the block. I hear a zombie. And a husk. Fair enough. Bloody mobs. So it also tells me I keep pushing the wrong button. Lightning rod. Also tells me it needs an 8 high 3x3 area. Okay. So if we say this is our height, just need some blocks. Let's just go in here and grab some blocks. Cool. Need some blocks. So it needs a 3x3 and it needs to go up. So let's say like here. So if it goes up, I think I need to right click it with my assembler. Is it shift right click? Not shift right click. Shift right click knocks it off. So definitely not shift right click, so it must just be right click. Get that away from there and right click. Yeah, it's building it. It's building it. Woohoo! So this is going to generate power. So now I kind of want to connect this up to this slot. But it does generate quite a lot of power though, doesn't it? It's like, what did it say, 500,000 every strike? So let's see. I mean, we could just connect it up to these things, couldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Let's use the IO immersive engineering, i.e. cable-y things, wires. We've actually even got some LV wire, and we've even got a relay and a connector. Sweet! Don't even have to make anything for it. Awesome. So now I don't know if this thing will generate power by itself, or if it needs to be like, if it needs to have one made for it. If you know what I mean, it needs to be done. So put that to there. Like I'm going to take a wild guess that it doesn't generate lightning. Awesome. So that should, when this thing gets any lightning strikes, send it to our system. If and when it gets any lightning strikes. And I suppose I could put quite a few of these things over, but I think that's quite cool. We've made the basic one already, so at least we've done something this episode, because right now we've not done anything so far. Really? Not really. No, we've failed at a lot of things. This has been a failure of an episode. Let's be frank. Yeah, we've not done anything at all. I made Sigil of the Green Grove, which didn't work to what I wanted it for. We got this. Oh, we got the lightning tower. We've got it. Wasn't what we were intentionally going to start off with, because I wanted to make the farming station, but I don't have enough ender pearls to do so. So, yeah, that didn't help. We got one more ender pearl out of all. I really need to get some more of these ender lily seeds or something, or another way to make ender pearls, which, well, apart from going all the way down calculator, which even then I'm going to be struggling because I know the flawless calculator requires end stone to make. So there's no way to make end stone. I'd have to go to the end to do that, and that's that's not an easy thing to do right now. So maybe this next episode I'll try and get some, maybe the solar panel. I'll get some bits and bobs made in between episodes, like the component-y parts, like the blocks and whatnot. And I'll maybe make the solar panel part, just to have a solar panel as well generating power, like all the time when it can. I would really want this. I guess this only works in the storms and things like that, because it's not as if there's much lightning coming down just now. And you probably see it's got like 0 RF inside it, so it's yeah. So why don't I do a little bit of that stuff in between episodes, because we have hit the wrapping up point entirely and indefinitely. So guys, this is the Treasure Etiquette signing off episode 12 of our DNS Techpack Let's Play. Have fun!